Hello folks, this is Tom Martin. This is my lottery strategy game, Decoding the Powerball. I'm picking my numbers for the drawing on May 13th, 2017. In my last video, I dedicated it to my mom. She just passed away on May 6th, and I just wanted to thank everybody for all their emails and for all your nice comments. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, if you never seen my videos before, I have 7 strategies to my game, Decoding the Powerball. And I'm going to start with strategy number 1, the game card color code. Okay, so here in the game card color code, you can see over here to the right that the last drawing had 4 colors to it. And the drawing before that had 4 colors. And in the past, that's how it's come up. It would be 4 colors, and then it would go back to 3 colors. Okay, so I'm going to predict that it's going to break that trend and have another 4 colors for this coming drawing. Okay, and another thing too is you can see for the last drawing it was purple, and then purple, purple, purple. So I'm going to predict that there won't be any purple numbers for this drawing. Okay, so the game card represents all 69 numbers of the Powerball lottery. Okay, so when I block out a number, that means that I don't believe that number is going to come up in this lottery. Okay, so you can see that I just blocked out all the purple numbers. And up here it says the number of each color, so I just blocked out 11 numbers. Okay, so now it's off to the next strategy. Strategy number 2, the individual numbers. Okay, so here in the individual numbers, up at the very top is the master. Okay, and down here I want to show you that this is the last drawing, and I'll point out the 62, how it was red. Okay, so I go to the master and it says 62, and I come down and I put the red mark, just meaning that the 62 was red. Okay, so I'm working on this row now, and every one of these squares, there's 5 squares, and each mean a drawing. Okay, so as I reduce things down here, you can see the whole board much better. Okay, so what I'm going to do for this week is I'm going to predict that these 40s are going to cool down. You can see how hot they have been. Okay, so I'm going to eliminate the 40 numbers off of the game card. Okay, so here's what the game card looks like so far. Again, I eliminated all the purple numbers, and I eliminated all the 40 numbers. Okay, so now it's off to the next strategy. Strategy number 3, pick from group 1. Okay, so here in group 1, I have 15 of these option cards. Okay, and I divided it into 4 color groups, and every once in a while, none of the 5 winning Powerballs will land in a certain area, and when that happens, I put a 0 there. So what I tried to predict is where a 0 is going to be, and I eliminate those numbers off the game card. So for this drawing, I'm going with option card number 8, the blue section. So all these blue numbers here, I will eliminate off the game card. Okay, so I just eliminated those blue numbers off of the game card, and this is what the game card looks like so far. And that leads me to strategy number 4, the group 2 overview. Okay, so this is my group 2 numbers. I have 15 of these option cards as well. And the difference between group 1 and group 2 is group 2 has 8 groups of numbers, where group 1 has 4 groups of numbers. Okay, so as I go to the group 2 overview, you can see right here hits and misses, 5 hits, 10 misses, so that equals 15. So that represents all 15 option cards. Okay, so I tried to predict what's going to be cold and hot as a group. Okay, so I'm going to predict that this brown is going to be red and stay hot, so I'll be picking a lot of numbers from brown. Okay, and I believe that this red and blue will be cold, so I'll be picking a lot of misses out of the red and blue area. Okay, so how this works is you can see the red area here with all the numbers to it, and down here I keep the stats of whether these numbers up here came up in the lottery or not. Okay, so a 0 means that none of the red numbers here came up in the lottery, and 2 means that 2 of them did. Okay, so as you can see, I got a long line of hits right here. Okay, so I made a second view of group 2 here. Okay, so you can see option card number 1 has a bunch of hits, and as I go back to the original, you can see that there's a bunch of hits to it. Okay, so here it just helps me make a decision on what's going to hit or miss. Okay, so even though I think there's going to be 8 or more misses here in this red area, I'm just going to pick one. I'm going to pick that number 13 to miss. Okay, so as I go to the original, you can see that this is 13, and I will eliminate the red areas off of the game card. Okay, so I did that, and this is what the game card looks like so far. Okay, so next, I thought there was going to be 8 or more misses in this blue area, but I'm just going to pick one, and it's number 9 blue. So again, I'll go to the original, and it's the 2, 27, 16, 21, 34, 59, and 48, 69 that I'll eliminate off of the game card. Okay, so I did that, and this is what the game card looks like, and that's all the ones that I'm going to eliminate off of the game card. Okay, so what I just did was strategy number 5, picking the numbers I hope will miss from group 2. Okay, so I'm back in group 1, and I see a couple of zeros here, so usually after a couple of zeros there's a hit. Okay, so I believe that there's going to be a hit somewhere in this blue area, so I'm going to go to the game card and write down the numbers that are left on the game card. Okay, so here at the game card, all the ones in blue were all even numbers on the low side. So what's left is the 6, the 10, the 14, the 24, the 26, the 30, and the 32. So hopefully one of these numbers will be coming up. Okay, so next in group 1, you can see this orange area had a couple of zeros. So I think that there might be a couple of hits in here, or at least one. Okay, so I'm going to see what's left on the game card and write those down as well. Okay, I'm still in group 1, and I'm going to go with this 13 as well, 13 red. So I'll see what's left in these red numbers as well. Okay, so I got all my numbers written down here from group 1, and I got all the numbers written down from the brown section that are left on the game card. And that leads me to strategy number 7, pick from group 3. Okay, so here in group 3, I'm going to predict that there's going to be more even numbers than odd numbers. I'm going to predict that there's going to be more numbers to the low area than the high area. I'm going to predict that there's going to be more numbers to the right side than the left side. And I'm going to predict that there's going to be more numbers to the blue area than the red area. Okay, so again, I wanted more even numbers than odd numbers, more to the low side than the high side, more to the right side than the left side, and more numbers to the blue area than the red area. Okay. Also, I thought there was going to be another 4 colors for this drawing. And I also thought that brown would be hot. And with the combination of numbers that I'm picking, it would be 9 hits, 6 misses. Okay. So the numbers that I'm going with is 23, 26, 29, 30, and 60. Okay, folks, I'm always looking for people to play my game. Instead of charging a fee to play, I would like to charge a commission for using my system. 1% if you get all 5 white balls correct. Alright, you can read the fine print there. And if you're interested, email me at trm6776@gmail.com. Alright, folks, I appreciate you watching, and best of luck with your picks.